How's it going? How's everybody doing? Good to be here with you on this journey with Sonic Frontiers. And yeah, just glad to be back. Know I've been gone for a minute. And let's get into it. Let's see what's up here. Just collect you guys. So a bit of a short story here. Oh man. So Wednesday night I was doing some sparring, and I haven't mentioned it before, but I'm in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I've been in it for about, I'd say 2 years. Once this upcoming July will be 2 years. And it's been an awesome journey. I mean, it is an awesome journey. Let's go and get this up to Knuckles. And Wednesday night, I was going pretty hard. And needless to say, I bruised a couple of my ribs, probably about 3 of them. And this is the first time I've had a true significant rib injury.
Something similar happened on the last island.
It hurts like the dickens. Like it really hurts. I haven't been in this much pain probably since I injured my shoulder in a snowboarding accident back in '09 when I was living in South Korea. That was a pretty bad one because it was in relation to a workout I was doing P90X back at that time, if anybody remembers P90X. And I guess I did something weird with my rotator cuff when I was doing push-ups, and my shoulder I felt a little pressure and I ignored it. So I went snowboarding, I want to say probably a couple weeks after that. I don't remember the exact timeline as far as days are concerned because it was back in '09. And I remember snowboarding and my shoulder just started hurting. And the fun part is that I was at the top of the summit getting ready to make my descent, and my shoulder just started beaming. Like, man, I was in so much pain. And I mean, thankfully I had I think this was my second descent. I think I'd already descended one time, so this was my second descent, and my shoulder just started beaming with pain. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm at the top of this mountain. I'm in pain. I don't know how I'm going to get down without injuring it. And I guess it might have been the adrenaline or just, will and determination to kind of get down there so I can get some medical attention. But I started snowboarding, and I'd have to assume it was the adrenaline. Oh man. Hey, this is the claw. Oh, come on now. It's funny how they take these historical games and turn into like some cosmic mystery or some supernatural mystery. I'm not really good at the claw. But yeah, so I'm at the top of this mountain, and oh my goodness, man, I finally get down. I think that following Monday, because it was over the weekend when I was snowboarding, and the following Monday I went to go see the doctor, and of course adrenaline had wore off at that time, and I have to tell you, man, adrenaline is so necessary, especially when like you're in pain, because the doctor, I would say the nurse, she started to test the range of my arm, and oh my goodness, I just remember a lot of pain and Percocet, and I don't know, my body responded to the Percocet in a weird way, and I just reacted bad or something. I don't know, maybe because sometimes I'm so used to being alert when I take things like muscle relaxers or things that where the side effect tends to make me drowsy. Like my body just naturally turns on the juice, like, oh my goodness, why do I feel so drowsy, from this medication, and my mind already knowing, oh, okay, what's this? Open sesame. in the tunnel.
Huh. You did it. Nice work.
Was there ever any doubt? Ready to go face impossible odds?
Ha! We've faced worse. Here we go. Try to keep up.
Whoa, hey, that's my line.
If they're in a digital realm and they're not able to make contact with inanimate objects, how are they able to stand on the ground? Just a thought. Yeah, the nurse was just checking the range of my arm and just was really bad pain. Maybe some Percocet and I didn't respond to it too well. I mean, it was doing its job as far as relaxing the tension in my shoulder, but I don't know, maybe it's psychological or something like that. I didn't like the idea of taking a controlled substance because I don't really care for controlled substances. I know it's necessary when it comes to like pharmaceuticals and stuff like that, but I don't too much care for them. I try to avoid them at all costs. There goes Leviathan. And in the words of Thor, I would have words with these. See, I'm going to spend some dictionary time looking that up. Come on, let's get the smoke. Wyvern, WYVERN, WYVERN. Alright, Egypt, so maybe Wyvern. I'm spending way too much brain power trying to figure out how to pronounce this. I got stuff to repeat. You know, it's like you want to go buck wild on these things, but you don't want to go too fast because you might end up overshooting something, undershooting something, or trying to figure out what's in front of you. You might not see it till it's too late. Why does that remind me of a Lego? A bit of a screaming. Oh, no. Jumping skills are lacking, son. The vertical game is lacking, Sonic. Of course, I can't jump in the air and spin 20 times either, so. Oh snap, hit me on the way down. I'm gonna be like that, huh? Let's try Bryce. I gave you the subtext to an actual story I was telling, and this relates to the original movie. I'm telling like two of the different stories here, but on Wednesday night, I was trying to, just trying some new techniques because we have there's a competition that's on. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I want to do that. Did I get on? Okay, here we go. Look at that grip though. Is he like sticking on there like an adhesive? Because I don't see any finger curls. That dude must got some serious gripping power. Alright, here we go. Swirly swirl. worth it. Definitely be harder. It would definitely be harder to keep up without those speed level ups. You have to really appreciate those upgrades, man. And as you've seen, I've been more speed focused and ring focused. And it's nice to have more ring because it reduces the risk of you losing your life and losing rings. Getting hit so many times. Good. Throw that over to y'all soon. Alright, Amethyst, show me what you got. Right, here we go, here we go. Let's go give him the smoke. Wyvern. WYVERN. Got it to it. Oh. Disrespectful. That little reminder was my iWatch telling me about an appointment. Really trying to learn how to just mute that thing out. Because it goes off in some serious times, like news and things. Yeah. In fact, it hasn't gone off all day, but when I start recording, Level of disrespect. Let some rings along the way. Those generous rings. Paris Sonic. I like how Sonic just has that grit and determination to keep moving. To win. You can't see it, but as the screen turns, my head is turning to. Serpent. Find things like two things. closer. There we go. Wait a minute. Now, let's go crazy. There we go. Look at that gas work. Oh, and spinning action. Ooh. Almost through now. All that energy. That dash work. Ooh. Foot-long flying serpent, 20-foot claws. Get the best of you, Where'd it go? Hey, you put a straight button? Stop cold. Fire a missile, you aren't planning to get hit by it. Kill them.
Not bad. Things would have been over faster if I'd been Super Knuckles. You did all right.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. I've got one more Titan bot to go. Hopefully I'll find Tails too. I'm worried about him.
He'll be all right. Now hurry up and save the day already.
If he's in the digital world, how's Wayne interacting with his hair? Huh. That's another question. All right, conquer Eris Island. Now we're off to somewhere else. Obviously, okay, we got lasers, got explosions, got the night sky. Oh shit, that's Sonic. Oh what? What? You get shot out the sky? That's what's confusing me. Like, Sonic just finished fighting two of the craziest titans I've ever seen. But just two of the largest beings I've ever seen, like proportionate size. And he gets shot out the sky by a laser as supersonic. I get it, plot and everything. Oh, it's in the background. Billows of smoke. It doesn't look too good. Alright, let's take stock of where we're at. So I'm wondering if this is the island in the sky. You call it a skyland? I know, dad jokes. I just can't help myself. I'm trying not to laugh at my own jokes. You gotta let everybody else laugh at the jokes, otherwise it just look corny. But yeah, Skyland. Wait, what's this? No way. This is a Tetris set. Oh man, this brings back memories. I don't even know how I'm supposed to do it. I'm just randomly putting it together here. He runs in a circle and creates a portal. Oh, okay, there's... Let's see the arrow about me. I've already started. I don't know, maybe make that one look like the other one. Or maybe, yeah. Seems simple enough. Okay. Black to black, purple to purple. Ooh. And blue for blue. really scant with the island reveals or map reveals. There's just so many of them. I figure like maybe seven map icons will do, because if I recall, there's quite a few of them. I don't want to sound like I'm exaggerating, but I think maybe 15 to 20. And don't get me wrong, you know, I mean, you want to get them all, this fun game and stuff. But after, there's a, I don't know, it feels like there's a degree of repetitiveness sometimes. Repetitiveness? Yeah, I said it right. Before it's too long, I want to finish up. So, what I was talking about earlier, as far as me busting my ribs, is a in jiu-jitsu. I've been doing that for a while. It's been pretty awesome. I really don't. This is the first time I really brought it up. You know, because I like gaming. I try to keep things like segregated, and actually on my IG account on Crown.1 is where you'll see a lot of my jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu content. Sometimes I'll post on Facebook, but that's more so just staying in communication with family and friends and church friends. But as far as like jiu-jitsu and stuff, you'll see that mostly on my IG account, Crown.1. Sometimes you'll see it on Facebook, but I never really talk about it on YouTube. And I actually had considered creating a separate IG where I just talk about video games, because that seems to be where a lot of people are at. You know, try to get some exposure, get people's thoughts on the content. How can I improve things I'm good at? Because I know I've said it and I keep saying it, and I know I said I keep saying it. I like playing video games. I like gaming. I like the gaming world, the gaming genre. I've been gaming since I was a kid. It's been a while, I'm not gonna say how long, but I mean, just by that statement alone, y'all, you can kind of tell it's been a while. But I've been gaming since I was a kid, and this is just fun for me. I do it because I enjoy it. I mean, I even at one point had considered getting into video game developing. But I decided to take the cybersecurity route because I like it. I don't know if I talked about what I do as far as my occupation, but I'm in cybersecurity, and it's it's pretty fun. I won't say pretty, actually it's really fun. Shinobi, okay. So we fighting a ninja. Ooh, you like a ninja? Yeah, it's smoke too. Kind of like the rest of them. Stay down, final warning. Down the blaze of glory. That little card. Well, that's what I've been doing, you know, with cybersecurity and stuff, and just like helping people out and making sure people's stuff is protected, if I can. For the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's more, again, I've been looking at martial arts since I was a kid, you know, the old kung fu flicks with the bad, the bad voiceovers, and, you know, even the hammy choreographs, the hammy choreography. It's just funny to watch, and I've been doing Taekwondo when I was a child. You know, kid, your parents take you to Taekwondo and kick and choke and stuff like that, choke people out. And then I was in South Korea at one time, and I was studying Hapkido, not to be confused with Aikido. And Hapkido deals with grip. If I can recall, it's been so long. It deals with grips and grip breaks, and that's helped a lot. And what I'm doing now with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is because, you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu entails a lot of grappling, primarily grappling. Primarily grappling, chokes, locks, positions. One of the surrounding philosophies of in jiu-jitsu is a position before submission, and it's something that's widely encouraged and often practiced. At least I think it's often practiced. And I mean, there are some cool looking submissions, but you always want to get positioned first. That way, when you go to attack the submission, your opponent doesn't escape from it. So, I mean, position meaning a good setup. You want to make sure you have a... I really walked right into it. I didn't even break stride. I just walked right into it, but you always want to set up a good position before you start attacking the submissions. Really not so much looking for submissions. If you see it, attack it, but it's really setting up positions and then kind of letting the submissions find you, so to speak. I mean, there are going to be times where, yeah, you can attack the submission right then and there, and it might be right in front of you, so to speak. Oh, look at that. Power up. But to beat a dead horse, you want to make sure you have a good setup with positions first. Get these purple doubloons. Crack that open. Take that. Let's see what else we got. Some more cocos. See, I just hang around or something. What do you like? Is that what you do in your spare time? Before I mean, and I just like take, you know, I'll try not to repeat it so much, but I always like to take inventory of the surrounding area before I go to the obvious path. So I'm just looking around here. That thing over in the area. Oh, almost fell. Oh, what? See, that's not right, because, like, how do you respond to that? You're going fast, you're going downhill, you really don't see that in screen until it's almost too late. I mean, maybe I just got a slow reaction time or something. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, there's Tails. There was an elder, or was that the hermit? No, that's the elder. The other one's a hermit.
Hang tight, little bro. It won't make you wait much longer.
Alright, let's start unearthing this island here. Some good news. I've been trying to figure out how I can do some good editing, and of course, you know, there's a lot of editing software out there. I actually have gotten my Mac. I have a Mac machine, and of course, you know, iMovie is, you know, native to the operating system, hence free. And I've been looking to do some editing on some of my games. So you might see some, I'll be doing some narrations probably, but I like to do some editing to that. I had a bit of a dilemma because when I tried to export, or I should say import into the iMovie, keep missing this. Seems easy enough. There we go. Tells memory tokens. Stabilized condition. And when I exported it, it wouldn't take the export. And I looked at the file attachment. PlayStation has two file formats. One of them is WMEM, I think, or WebMem, or one of some starts with a W, I think. And the other one, of course, is MP4. And I like the W. I'm just gonna say the W, the non-MP4 file extension or file format, because it seems to have, I don't know, I think it might have a better resolution. I need to check some of my videos in MP4, because since I've adjusted the settings to the OS X software to accept 4K resolution, I've been doing nothing but 4Ks moving forward. But the way PlayStation was recording my videos was in the WMEM or the WebMem file format, so iMovie doesn't take it. It only takes other file formats, which was not the WebMem. So I tried doing a manual conversion. Ooh, man.
Sonic!
Ooh, oh snap!
Just catching my breath.
Snap. He's intangible.
He never stops. Clarification. He never gives up.
The spatial anomaly that affected us seems to have left me in a digitized state. But those same energies are manifesting into some worrisome mutations for you.
Those sure are words you said just now.
I'm saying I'm fine. You're not, and I'm worried.
Long story short, I'm able to change the file format on the PlayStation
and
to
I need
MP4
this power to
from
rescue
WMEM, and I'm going to attempt to port it over to the Mac machine to see if it allowed me to record, because I tried switching the file attachments when it was in WMEM to
what do you need?
the .mp4. You know, I just changed the file attachment in the property section.
Track them down?
The iMovie would not, it still wouldn't take it. So I'm going to try to record in MP4, because I mean the iMovie does decode MP4. Oops, Sonic.
It's so sad someone so impressive will be lost in the
end. Long short of it, I'm trying to get into a proper format so I can import it into the the iMovie, so I can do some editing.
You are the key.
I've done iMovie movies before, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool movie editing software. There's another one called Final Cut. That thing is like 300 big ones, and not that I can't afford it, it's just not something that's immediately on the list of things to purchase, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's not like you can afford certain things, but you don't want to buy it, you know. I may have some friends who might have a copy of it, but I don't want to have to. I'd rather get a legitimate copy, unless they don't want it anymore, and I can just install it without having to register it. Their Final Cut is like the go-to for any type of video editing. But I mean, I think iMovie has some awesome features. Like I said, I used it before. I'm pretty stoked about editing some of my video games. Even doing like some small movies. There's some special effects stuff out there for doing movies. So you know, we'll see. Maybe I'll write a script, do a movie, and upload it and see what people think. He's like doing all these fancy moves, and when he just stands still, he's like grabbing the board. Move. I said that movie. That move is sick. But yeah, you know, I definitely thank you guys just for checking me out. You know, I'm really grateful that, you know, you're sticking around. If you haven't checked out my other videos, you know, please do so. I got 1 through 10 already uploaded. Take a look at it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. And like I said, you know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. You're still going to see some uploads. May not be as quick in intervals as I would like them, but you will see them. So talk to you guys later.